on our trip. Couple hours still. Thumbs up already. What you saying? Jeez, thumbs up already. Yeah. Yeah. So we're just on the way on this journey to see what's popping. Fresh trim as well. Dang, looking sharp out here. I ain't had a trim for a couple months, mate. This is looking very, very sharp. Yeah. First time I had a proper look at my haircut still. Jeez. So yeah, we're on the way to obviously our destination. I'm gonna go over the full card for UFC 327. Oldberg versus Prohaska, as I always do. What's been popping? So yeah, this week's been all right. Weather here is not been too.
The first exit and continue to follow A509.
Take the first exit. It's not been too bad. It's been a bit warm still. It's been a pretty warm this month or this week. It's getting warmer. You know what I mean? So soon it'll be summer. So let's see what's popping there. I'll also be doing the results of the giveaway as well here today, telling you the results. Who won? Who lost? What the answer was. I mean, going through a bit of turbulence at the moment. Uneven road around here. But yeah, we're on the way.
Now turn left and continue to follow A5.
Catching. So yeah, got a bit of a drive ahead. Hopefully it shouldn't take too long. So let's have a look at the card. Let's break it down. Just have a look at my bits, make sure I'm alright. I'm fucking bit of sleep there. Ugh. Yeah, I'm good anyway. Yeah, so we're gonna break down obviously hello peeps. We're gonna break down UFC 327. There was one guy who said to me on one of my comments, is like, you can't make a decisive decision who's gonna win in the main event. You don't know who's gonna win. You didn't make a decision. I'm making a decision today. Yeah. I've had a thought about it. I'm gonna make my decision who I think is gonna win in the main event of 327 today. I'm gonna make my prediction. Also, obviously, the giveaway. I'll let you know who won, what the answer was, and what the new is, you know what I mean, going forward. So yeah, like I said, we're on a bit of a road trip right now, signing off a few hours. So yeah, cool. So yeah. So feel free to drop in the chat. Want to answer the questions, let me know. Right. And you can jump in if you want, Matt. Want to make any comments on any fights? You can say whatever you want, Matt. No swearing on it though. So UFC 3 Prohaska versus Oldberg, 11th of April in Casa Center, Miami, Florida. It's a decent card. He took a hit because the co-main event fell out, so he took a little bit of a hit. Because I actually wanted to see that fight, but it's not happening now. So yeah, that fell out. But other than that, he's a stacked card. Star power is obviously lacking, but skill wise, it's up there for sure. Definitely a stat card. You know what? I'll start rating it. What would I give this out of 10? I'll probably give this like a 7. I think a 7 is 7.5, 7, I'd say. A new hairstyle? No, bro, not new hairstyle. Just got a haircut. Because when you lot see me do the videos and the lives, I haven't had a haircut recently. I've just not cut it, but I got it cut today. I'm on we're on a road trip, so I like to look sharp. It's simmy. You know what I mean? So I'll give this card a 7, I'd say. Um, it is stacked though, but I'll give it a 7. That's how I feel. I feel like a 7. So first fight in the early prelims on Paramount UFC Fight Pass. Do you think everyone's too high on Jury? Orberg might snipe him. Oh, before I get into that, I'll, I'll answer your question. Um, the thing about Jury, I've done my research recently. He's only lost to Alex Pereira in the UFC. He only lost twice. Alex Pereira had the 2 title fights. Other than that, he's never lost to anybody in the UFC. The last time he lost, I think, was in 2015 or 16 to King Mo. I think they called him a Lowell, I think his name was. But they called him King Mo. That's the last time he lost. So he's only lost to Alex Pereira in his UFC tenure so far. So this is why everyone's high on Jiri Prochazka. He was losing his. I was giving the fight to Khalil Roundtree previously when he was fighting him, but then he just turned it up and then got him out of there. So he can bring that chaos that sort of brings people out of their normal routine, and then he gets the victory. So I think the hype is warranted for Jiri. I feel it's warranted. I think it is because he's proven it. Like I said, he's only lost to Alex Pereira.
Please leave the roundabout at the first exit and continue to follow A509 unless.
So, bro, I got a question here. Are you racist, bro? Racist to who? How am I racist, bro? You call me racist on here, Matt. How am I racist, bro? Blurry? It ain't blurry here. Well, to be honest, where my connection is, we're in these back roads and we're driving, so the connection's a bit off. But definitely not racist, bro. What makes you think I'm racist? Drop it in the chat. Don't just say something and go quiet. What makes you think I'm racist, bro? Definitely not racist. No, I'm not. That's your answer. Not gonna lie, blurry, I can't see. Yeah, the connection where we are is not the best. Usually I have high Wi-Fi connection because I'm doing it for a Wi-Fi connected place. I'm not be driving in the car. So yeah. Yeah. But yeah, still waiting for your comment on the reply. Zaid Zaham Mehdi. Are you racist, bro? That's the question. Are you racist, bro? Are you racist? You know what I mean? But yeah, no, definitely no racism around here. We welcome all nations and all faiths, all creeds and all ethnicities here. All welcome. All genders are all welcome here in my live, on my chat. You know what I mean? So, there's no other questions unless they're coming through slow. So, the first fight, welterweight. Where are you going for your trip? I'm going up north, bro. Going up north. I'm going to Manchester. So it's a few hours away from where I am. Don't know if there's anybody in the chat from Manchester, but that's where we're going. So yeah, it's gonna take a I'll go down a little bit. Yeah, so it's gonna take a few hours. As you can hear, Satnav's popping off, giving us directions. But yeah, going to Manchester. It's a few hours from where I'm from. So the first fight, unless I've got any more questions, Charles Radkady versus Francisco Prado. I'm gonna be honest, I can't remember who these people are. I'm not sure who they are. There's no wiki, meaning they're not like established fighters, well-known fighters. So I am not sure who will win this. I'll probably take it to guess. I'll say Charles because he might be Charles. Then it's Kelvin Gastelum versus Vicente Luque at middleweight. This fight could have happened at welterweight. Could have both used to fight in welterweight division, but people just don't. I know people struggle making weight and stuff. I know Kelvin Gastelum has struggled to make weight previously, so it's a better suit for him, I suppose. And Vicente Luque, he's been like on and off in his wins, win here, win there. So he's looking to sort of start fresh. In fact, it's coming for 2 losses and a win and a loss, and a win and a loss and a loss. So yeah, Vicente Luque's not firing on all cylinders on the moment. Calvin Gastelum's looking a bit better, coming for win. then a loss to Joe Pfeiffer, who just beat Izzy. Then he won against Daniel Rodriguez and then lost against Sean Brady. On this one here, I'm probably gonna go with Kelvin Gastelum. I think Kelvin Gastelum would get it done. I think he's gonna get it done in this one. He's still dangerous. He still has knockout power. He can still get the job done. So I'm going with Kelvin Gastelum in this fight here. Um, if you put him down, I probably would feel confident putting it down on Kelvin Gastelum because I think he's going to get it done. Vicente Luque is obviously maybe in the twilight of his career, to be honest. Then we have Chris Padilla. Chris Padilla versus Marcus Benduros. Yo, I don't know who these guys are. I ain't sure. I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't know. I don't know. There's no wiki. I can't talk. I can't even talk about it. You know what I mean? So I think Marcus will win. That's just a guess out there. You know what I mean? I'm throwing a guess out there. Then we go to the prelims. You can make a prediction if you want as well, Matt. Go to the prelims. We have Tatiana Suarez versus Lupi Godinez. So obviously Tatiana Suarez, she was the former title challenger versus Zhang Weili. She got dominated, bruh. I mean, dominated. What thing? Can you not hear it? Turn it up then. Well, I think you just got to go straight anyway. Just keep going straight. This is always happen. There's always freeze or something. You might have to, I don't know, come out and come back in it or something. So yeah. So she lost to Amanda. No, well, she lost to Zhang Weili. Then she beat Amanda Lemos. Before that, she was undefeated, beating the likes of Jessica Andrade, Montana De La Rosa, Nina Anascroft as well, Carla Esparza. So she got some solid wins. She is going against Lupi Goldines. She is won her last two. She also beat Jessica Angelas, yeah. And then before that, she beat Julia Palastri. And before that, she lost to McGinger. I'm gonna go. I mean, is it moving again? You might have to come out, Tim, come back in. Um, but yeah, I'm gonna go with Tatiana Suarez on that one. Then we have Kevin Holland versus Randy Brown. I don't like this fight because I like both these fighters. I think they're great fighters. This is a bit of a dread one for me. Randy Brown, obviously of Jamaican heritage. Shout out to him, Wagwan. Um, Rude boy. Oh yeah, he lost to Gabriel Bonfim by knee. Yeah. Before that, he beat Nicholas Dalby. And before that, he lost to Brian Battle, split decision. Before that, he was on a 3-fight winning streak. Then we have Kevin Holland. Yeah. Trailblazer. Yeah. He just bounces. He fights anyone. But he's on a 2-fight skid. You had that Mike Malott fight, which was quite dirty. There was a lot of low blows in that one. That wasn't a very honourable fight. But anyway, then he lost to D Rod, and then before that he beat Luque and Gunnar Nelson. So he'll probably uh this is a good one. I'm gonna go with Kevin Holland. I feel Kevin Holland has a bit more killer instinct than Randy Brown, so it should be interesting. But I'm gonna go with Kevin Holland on that one. Yeah. Then we have. So is it working yet? Good. Then we have Mateus Gamrot versus Escom Bon Rubrivics. I think that's how you pronounce his name. Gamrot, obviously, he lost to Charles Oliveira in his hometown. Had a win before that. Before that, he lost to Dan Hooker by split decision. Before that, he beat a few people: RDA, Fazeev, Jalen Turner. So he's been doing his thing, yeah. He's been doing his thing. Escobar, that's what he's doing. Oh, he's coming off for winning his last fight. And then before that, he lost to Nazareth. And then he was on a 3-fight winning streak, including Terence McKinney. So, yeah. So with this one, I'm gonna go Gamrot. I think Gamrot's gonna get this one done. I reckon he will get this one done. We probably rely on wrestling a lot as well. Then we have the main, the feature fight on prelims. Pitbull versus Aaron Pico. Am I from the USA? No, I'm not from the USA, bro. But I want to come to the USA at some point. I'm looking to go to Las Vegas next year. When I was around Vegas, I'll see you there. I might even go to the UFC, um, the PI, like the PI as well. So I might go there, check it out. I don't know how much it is. I don't know I don't know even how even to sign up to go to the UFC PI. But I'm gonna look to go there next year. I'm gonna go to Las Vegas next year. What's he saying now? How long this video end? It's very lagging and bro, I told you, I'm traveling, bro. I'm traveling. It's gonna be lagging. It's gonna be going through ups and downs here, bro. I'm traveling. I'm going through spots where there's no Wi-Fi. I'm going for spots where the connection's rubbish. So I don't know, bro. It's as long as it's gonna be, bro. It's gonna be long as it's gonna be. It might be an hour. It might be 2 hours. It might be 3 hours. It might be four. I don't know. But it's lagging a bit. But hopefully we'll get some better spots where the connection's better. So where was I? So Batista Pitbull versus Aaron Pico. Yeah. The main fight on the prelim card. Both from Bellator, not in Bellator anymore. Who have we got? So Pico, Patricio Pitbull. It's kind of a win over Dan Ige. Lost to Yair Rodriguez. Before that, he beat some Bellator peeps. Yeah, cool. Then we got Aaron Pico. Gee, whoa. He got hit with that spinning back elbow from LaRon Murphy. It was nasty. Nasty. Hello from Thailand. How you doing? I was meant to come to Thailand about 3 years ago. It didn't happen because the world shut down. But I might still want to come to Thailand. So look out for me. I might do a one from Thailand, a live from Thailand. You have to tell me where to go, where is safe in Thailand. So hello from out there to Bora. I'm just gonna call you Bora. Yes, Bora. What you saying, Bora? Um, but yeah, Aaron Pico got hit with a spinning back elbow. Before that, he beat Henry Calaus and Pedro. Yeah, cool. Um, I'm gonna go with Aaron Pico. I think Aaron Pico's gonna get this one done. I think he's gonna rectify himself. I think he's gonna rectify that knockout, and I think he's gonna be back. So I'm gonna go with Aaron Pico. That is my pick. Then we go on to the main card. Take a sip. Stay hydrated. Uh, you're not bringing any water, Mac, or nothing. Cool. So the main card: Cobb Swanson versus Nate Landwehr. Nate the Train. So this is Cobb Swanson's last fight in the UFC. This is Swan Song, as they call it. His last fight. Um, Thailand food. Hey, Thailand food. I like food, bro. I like food. I will be over there. Yeah. When I'm over there, shout me. I'll shout you, bro. I'll do a live and come and show me around. But yeah, for sure. I wanna see Thailand. They've got some nice beaches as well. Like my friend's been there already. Got some nice beaches and nice parts in Thailand. So I definitely want to come to Thailand at some point. Shout out to Thailand and everyone there and yourself for sure. And I'm looking forward to eating some of that food there. Yeah. So Cobb Swanson versus Nate Landier. So Cub recently is coming off a win over Billy Quantilero. I think that's how you pronounce his name. Before that, he lost to Andre Feely. Before that, he beat Hakeem Adru. Cub's only fought, last time Cub fought was in 2024 in December, so he's been out for a minute, bro. Then we got Nate Landier. I know he lost recently. Yeah, I was right. He lost to Morgan Chassier, whoever that is, KO. Rah. I lost to Choi Doo-hoo by TKO elbows. Rah. Before that, he did beat Jamal Emmers by punches. And before that, he lost to Dan Ige. Yeah. So this is a good fight. They're both great fighters, but I am going to go with Cub Swanson. I think Cub Swanson's going to get it done. I think he's a more cleaner striker. He's slightly more technical. Nate the trained is like when he gets into a brawl and he'll flipping like try and walk you down and try and eat a shot to take a shot, to eat a shot, take a shot, to eat a shot, take a shot, to give a shot, to take a shot. So I'm going to go with Cub Swanson, everybody. Then we have Dominic Reyes versus Johnny Walker. Yeah. Dominic Reyes, former title challenger. Everyone says they thought he'd beat John Jones, but unfortunately, Carlos Olberg by KO punch. That was in Perth, Australia. Then he beat Kanita Krylov before that, and then he beat Anthony Smith, and then he beat Dustin Jacoby before that. So he's been on a bit of a tear. But before that, he was in a 4-fight losing streak, which started off with John Jones, and there's 4 knockouts after that to Jan Blachowicz, Yuri Prohaska, and Ryan Spann. Wasn't good. He nearly got cut, but then he went on a 3-fight winning streak, and now he's back. What do you say? Tourists from all over the world love Thailand. Hey, I'm sure they do, and I know they do because my friend's been there. He likes Thailand too. So, as I said, we'll be going there at some point to visit Thailand for sure, for sure. But on this fight here, oh yeah, then we got Johnny Walker. Johnny Walker's a bad dude as well. He can get it done. His last fight, he beat Zhang Ming Yang by TKO. Basically, in that Zhang Ming Yang fight, they were lining my boy up for a feed. They were lining up Zhang to feed this guy, to eat him. He was feeding him. He's going to feed Johnny Walker to him. That's what they did. That's what they were trying to do, and it didn't work. It backfired, and Johnny Walker got the victory. So shout out to Johnny Walker for that. Before that, though, he lost to Volkan Ozdemir KO punch. He lost to Magomed Ankalaev, and a no contest with Magomed Ankalaev with a legal knee. Before that, he was on a 3-fight winning streak. This one's quite tough. I am not sure. I'm not saying these guys are chinny, but they can be dropped. They can be stopped. They can be knocked out. I think I'm going to go with Dominic Reyes because I just feel he's not throwing wild stuff. Johnny does do a few wild things, and he could get caught, and it could be night. So we'll see. Then we have the feature fight: Curtis Blades versus Josh Hokit. Obviously, Josh Hokit was doing some hokey stuff recently in these interviews. Real hokey. 1 minute is a Mexican and is an American, and okay, bro, okay, but he's causing waves. So with Curtis Blades, his last win was split decision against Rizvan. Before that, he lost to Tom Aspinall, who will be back the champ. Before that, he beat Joan Almeida, that got him the shot. But before that, he did lose to Sergey Pavlovich. So, but before that, he did beat Tom Aspinall, obviously TKO knee injury. And yeah, he's been doing his thing really. Josh Hoskett, he is not even ranked. He used to be a football player. 49, as it says here, 8-0, but he's beaten no one really of any sort of, yeah. So, why have they done this fight? What you gotta ask yourself, why have they done this fight? Why do you think they've done this fight, Matt? Well, peeps are asking you a question now. Why do you think they've done this fight? So you got Curtis Blades, who's ranked number 4 or 5. He's going against Josh Hoskett, who's not even ranked. He's not even in the top 15. Why are they doing this fight, Matt? What's your thoughts on it? But don't you think Josh Hoskett should fight somebody in the top 15 before going against the number 5 ranked guy?
Fights don't be touching the top 5 or 10. Somebody who is I'll be back trucks. We have mistake before the
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Take on it. Why they put in Curtis Blades versus Josh Hoskett, whatever his name is. It's couple reasons, couple different things. It's a WWE thing. If you know WWE wrestling, sometimes they'll bring in this new guy to be the star or established talent to put more shine on the new guy coming up. That's what they do. They'll let the established guy lose to the new guy to push the new guy. Plus, he's talking a lot of mad stuff. Hoshkit is talking a lot of crazy stuff. He's like Mankind mixed with, I don't know, the Macho Man mixed with, I don't know, whatever. He just mixed with so many different people. This Josh Hoskett person is crazy. But because he's saying all this stuff, he's getting attention. He's drawing attention to himself. And the business people in the back who run WMI, who run the UFC now, the Paramount guys are going, yes, push Hoskett, mate. He's talking this crazy stuff. He's getting all this attention. Push Hoskett to the top, push him to the moon, so we can put him on cards because he's talking all this crazy stuff, getting a lot of attention. So that's what's basically how. That's what I think it is as well. And if he beats Curtis Blades, he can. If he beats Curtis Blades, now probably have to fight. He'll become. Yeah, probably have to fight. If he wins this, he probably have to fight 2 more fights and he probably get a title shot at all. That's whenever Tom Aspinall's fighting next. I don't know when he's fighting next, but that I don't see him beating Tom Aspinall. With that being said, Curtis Blades or Hoskett, I'm going with Curtis Blades, bro. I'm going with Curtis Blades, but with that being said, I'm going with Curtis Blades, but I can see Josh catching him. I can just see him catching. I can see him catching to Curtis Blades. I can see it. I can see it. I can see it happening. So we'll see. I'm going with Curtis Blades, but I can see Josh catching him. I don't know why. I can envision him catching him and then him doing one of his crazy speeches as a WWE wrestler. Then in the co-main event of the evening, we have Azamat Murkadnov versus Polo Costa. Yeah. So Azamat is undefeated, 16-0. Some of the some of the people he's fought previously, I don't know who they are, but he has beaten Alenzo Menfield, but he's like he just do or die. He get knocked out, he knocks you out. It's one or two, and he has beat Alexander Rakic as well. That's a big win. So he's undefeated. This guy is dangerous. His kid's really good. He's going against Paulo Costa from Brazil. Yeah, Brazil. El Brigado. Yeah. So he's won his last fight against Roman Kopylov. I saw that it was quite impressive. Lost to on a split decision to Sean Strickland and lost to Robert Whittaker. But before that, he beat Luke Rockhold. Then he lost to Marvin Vettori and he lost to Israel Adesanya. He doesn't fight that often, really. He doesn't fight once in 2021, once in 2022, twice 2024, once in 2025. But who am I going with in this fight? So this fight's at light heavyweight. The problem is now you have to look at it. Let's look at history. Let's look at history, Matt. At light heavyweight, when middleweights go up to light heavyweight, what happens? Luke Rockhold went up to light heavyweight. What happened? What happened to him? He got knocked out. Chris Weidman went up to heavyweight, to light heavyweight from middleweight. Sure, he got knocked out. Israel Adesanya went up from middleweight to light heavyweight. What happened? He lost on a decision. Paulo Costa is trying the same thing, so he's going up from middleweight to light heavyweight. Yeah. So anyway, as I was saying, lost connection there. As I said to you lot, we're driving, traveling, connection is really bad. So this is why we're dropping in and out. So as I said, you had 3 middleweights go up from middleweight to light heavyweight. They all got knocked out. I believe Chris Weidman got knocked out. I think he did. Exactly. Oh yeah, you know what? Let me stop. let me stop about this. Exactly what you said, yeah, about Ilis Adesanya was insane. I know. This is why I said listen to me and listen to what I say, because I know what I'm talking about. I predicted that Adesanya would get knocked out by Joe Pfeiffer, and he got knocked out by Joe Pfeiffer. I could just tell. You can just tell. I can just tell. You have to look at his last fights. Look at what's happening. He's winning the first round, and then after that, he goes to pot. He just doesn't win, and then he can't. He has a good first round, and then that's it. And then he starts to brawl. He shouldn't be brawling with somebody like Joe Pfeiffer. You shouldn't be doing that. You should be doing what he did in the first round and stick to that for 5 rounds. That's all he had to do. But instead, you're going to make me go on a tangent on Adesanya. But instead, Adesanya wanted to not stick to what he did in the first round and just wanted to brawl with a brawler, with someone who's got heavy hands and get taken out. And I don't know what he's doing in regards to wrestling, because he had nothing on his back when he got taken down. Like, he didn't sprawl, he didn't coil up, he didn't try and do a roll, he did nothing. He just laid there and got demolished. You know what I mean? As I said before, he's on a 4-fight losing streak. He's won in his last 6. I think he should stop fighting, not just for the fact that he should stop fighting for his own health. There's a thing called CTE, okay? I would like him to spend all his money. He made this great establishment with all these flat buildings and stuff. I'd like him to accumulate all his money and make more money instead of having his money being used for hospital bills, for CTE and stuff like that. Yeah, that's what all I'm saying to him. His family and his friends, probably not his managers. The manager like fight. The manager like, oh, you just got caught, bro. Let's go again right now. You don't need a CT scan. You're fine. Let's go again right now. Yeah, allegedly, they may be saying that. Allegedly, they may be saying that. But, but I think he should stop. But yeah, my prediction was on point. Thank you very much. But on the co-main event, I'm gonna go with Axamat. I think he's gonna get the victory. Paulo Costa is good, but I just feel he's not been in there enough. He's not fighting enough. This guy here who is fighting, he is fighting to pay his mortgage. He's fighting to pay his light bill. He's fighting to pay his rent bill. He's fighting to pay his lights. He's fighting to pay his water. He's fighting to pay his electricity. He's fighting to pay his staff. He's probably fighting to pay his kids. He got to put his probably kids to pay for. He's fighting for everything. Everything he can get, he's fighting for. He ain't gonna lose this fight, bro. I'm telling you now. He's not. I'm telling you now. I might be wrong. I'm not saying Costa can't win the fight, but I'm not going with Costa. I'm going with the other guy. I think he's gonna get it done. Now for the main event of the evening. Jiri Prochazka versus Carlos Ulberg. Now, as I said before, right at the beginning of this live.
Exit left toward 1 North the North.
Exit left. Hold on, peeps. Give me a sec. Ooh. Yeah, exit left, yeah. It's like going towards Leicester. All right, yeah. So, as I said to somebody previously, was like, oh, you didn't give a prediction on Carlos Ulberg versus Prochazka. Well, you're Alex Pereira guy. No, I'm not any type of person or any type of guy. I just, at the time when I did it, I just weren't sure. I weren't too sure. But I've had time to think about it. I've had time to digest what's going to be happening. What does it say? Should be this way. Aim out, I'll put my thing on. So let me put my thing on as well. Yeah, I think I play games. Hold a minute, peeps. I just got to sort some directions out. And then I'm going to give you my prediction on the main event. Because I do have a prediction for the main event. Bear me a second. Was it for DA, wasn't it? Yeah, I think that was it. Give me a second, peeps. Yeah, you're on the right way. But you got to turn off at Lutterworth and Market Harborough. Yo, so where was I? I was talking about the main event of the evening. So, Carlos Ulberg versus Jiri Prochazka. So, I had a thought about this. I was thinking about this fight. I was like, who's going to win this one? So there's a few things we need to look at here from a standpoint of someone who understands MMA. What's that? Why are you saying that? What's going on? Okay. For someone who understands MMA. So, oh, wait a minute. I think Azamat might fight emotionally round first, might get gassed out after Paulo gets his ass in press conference. Yeah, but then we potentially, but Azamat seemed, I watched the press conference too. He seemed really calm though when Paulo was saying all this stuff. He seemed quite calm. He didn't seem like he didn't throw a bottle. He didn't throw. Paulo Costa seemed more emotional. So I know what he's doing. He's trying to get into his head, into Azamat's head, trying to get emotional. You could be right. You could be right. You could be right. But I'm just going on. I don't think Paulo Costa is going to get knocked out, but he could lose a decision. Paulo Costa doesn't get knocked out. Obviously, he had a fight with Izzy. I understand that, but I don't think he's going to get knocked out. But I feel he's gonna. I feel he's probably going to go to decision on this one. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Have you told your family this? Okay. What? Good for you. But Paulo Costa have deadly body kicks. Might break Azmat's arm like Chobi did, and Azmat has only 1 round cardio because he doesn't cut much weight. True. Hey, like I said, it's true. I could be wrong. You make a good point there. Costa could do it. Costa can definitely do it. It's just that previously what I've seen is that when middleweights go up to heavyweight, they get starched, mate. They get knocked out, they get finished, they get starched. You know what I mean? I haven't seen, look what happened to Luke Rockhold, Adesanya, Chris Weidman. They all got stopped when they went up to, I'm sure Chris, let me just check that with Chris Weidman. Let me just check that with Chris Weidman. I'm sure Chris Weidman, you know what, I ain't gonna bother. But anyway, I'm sure it's Chris Weidman anyway. So we'll see. We'll see. Okay. In the face of Pearl looks huge, and even body. Yeah, it's true. Paulo did look. They do look big, and he was body shaming him. Paulo looks in a lot better shape than what Azmat do. I ain't gonna lie, he does definitely look in more better shape than what he does. But we'll see. We'll see. I'm still leaning towards Azmat because he's undefeated. He's on a 16-0. He's been fighting more regularly. Paulo Costa has not been fighting as regularly. He fights once every year. We've seen him against good strikers like Sean Strickland and Rob Whittaker, and he lost. So he won his last fight against Kopolov, but I'm still gonna go with Amzat. I think he might get it. I think he might get it done. So yeah. I think Amzat can't take how much beating Vertori is taking last time. That's true. But we don't know if Paulo's power is going to translate into this light heavyweight. We don't know how it's going to translate. You got to turn off here. We don't know how it's going to translate up into light heavyweight. That's the thing. Will Paulo Costa still be able to dish out that beating? Will he still? Yeah, he meant to come off here anyway. Will he still have the cardio? It's the next left. Then will he still have the cardio? What will he be like at light heavyweight? That's the question. But we'll see. But yeah, so unless you got another question, I will go back. So then we got obviously the main event, Carlos Ulberg versus Yuri Prochazka. Matt, who you got in the main event? Who do you think is gonna win? I'm asking my brother who you think is gonna win in the main event. Who you think is gonna win in the main event? You got thousands of people watching right now, Matt. Who do you think is gonna win in the main event?
The roundabout at the second exit onto M1.
This is saying go straight though. Just follow that. Don't know, Matt. Don't know who's gonna win. Oh, wait a minute. I've not been. Oh, you requested me to block this guy. Okay. So who's SFW? SFW, can you behave in my chat? Okay, this is a chat about mixed martial arts and fighting. We're talking about UFC 327. Okay, be good, behave, or you will get blocked. Okay.
We're going straight over, yeah?
What does it say? It says to go straight over though.
Wrong, man.
Just go straight over. It says to go straight over. We're talking about mixed martial arts, MMA, Yuri Prohaska versus Carlos Ulberg, UFC 327. We're having serious conversations here. Okay, me and Umar like to talk about fighting in here, so that's what we're talking about. Anyway, Blackjack can win it. Definitely. Blackjack can definitely win this, mate. I've been trying to talk about this for the last 5 minutes, bro. So, the main event. A lot of people are hyped on Yuri Prohaska. A lot of people think he can win, okay? I like Yuri Prohaska. As I said before, right at the beginning of this live, Yuri has only lost to Alex Pereira in the UFC. He's only lost to one person in UFC's Alex Pereira since he's been in there. His last loss before someone other than Alex Pereira was in 2015-16 against King Mo. That's it. Okay. Anyway, so Mike Tyson's not in mixed martial arts. He's a retired boxer. Yeah. So Carlos Ulberg. Oh, right. Okay, Matt, you need to go around. We got to go that way.
Now turn left.
Oh,
This is why it said to go that way. It's been locked off, so yeah. Anyway, so okay, what do you say? I think if the fight ends initially, then Carlos, but later rounds Yuri have edged. This is a hard fight to pick. This is why I couldn't pick it before. It's really hard to pick this fight. Yuri has got a chaos style. Okay, his style is chaos. The thing about Yuri, he said it himself. He takes long to adapt, to acclimate to the fight. And you want to go straight, I think. Yeah, you want to go straight down here. Nothing we can do. In traffic, peeps. Anyway, so Yuri, maybe Yuri. Nah, it's all right. Yuri fights in chaos. He likes chaos. He likes to fight in chaos. He likes crazy stuff. That's where he thrives. I think it's a normal fight when he's fighting normally. Yuri still have chaos, but if chaos is in place of Yuri, then I think Yuri gets the ass planted. All right, first, wait a minute. All right, listen. NSW002. You're on your last warning, mate. If you like sausage, go and talk to a cooking channel. This ain't a cooking channel. We're not here talking about sausage, we're here talking about UFC. If you don't say anything else fast related, you're getting removed. That's your last warning. Anyway, so I don't want to see another sausage. I like sausage comment. You're on your last warning, that's it, you're getting removed. Anyway, so yeah, so but nothing we can do. Is you know what I mean? Yeah, we just gotta go straight.
Can't get there that.
So you mad? This thing's already been paid. Nah, just go right and you go follow my thing. You go to the end and go right. So yeah, ban them shit. You mad? £200 put that pun this thing. You mad? Anyway. So anyway,
Yuri.
nah, you know, nah, don't. It's going back that way. So just follow my thing. So your thing needs to update. Sorry, Pete, we're just having some technical difficulties with traveling. Just follow my thing. At the next turning, go on the third exit. Don't follow that thing. Anyway.
The roundabout of the fourth exit.
Anyway, before we get to anything, let me just talk about the main event, my prediction. As I said, Yuri Prohaska likes to fight in chaos. Go right. At that thing. Is that the third right? Yes. There. Third one, third exit. Yeah, so Yuri Prohaska likes to fight in chaos. Klaus Olberg is a cleaner striker. He's from the CKB, City Kickboxing, Israel Adesanya. Those type of people like to fight clean, fight pretty, that type of thing. Get the KO if they can. Yuri Prohaska, what happens is he gets into a fight, and then what happens is he will fight a clean fight, and it doesn't really go his way. So then he throws it out the window and just goes crazy, and then fights his style, his chaos style, and gets the victory. That's what happens. Now, what needs to happen? What Oldberg needs to do is keep to his normal way of fighting. Like how Izzy should have fought. What's his name? Like Izzy should have fought Joe Pfeiffer. Stay on the outside with strikes, keep circulating. Stay on the outside with strikes, keep lateral movement. It might be boring, but it probably get the job done. So the question is here is if Yuri starts going crazy, what does Carlos Ulberg do? Because we saw what happened with Khalil Roundtree and everyone else. They end up getting knocked out. What will happen? I feel that Carlos Ulberg will stick to the game plan, but I just feel Yuri may do something crazy and somehow catch Carlos Ulberg in the later rounds when Carlos Ulberg might be a bit tired. Now, I think his cardio looked better. It looked all right, but I think when you fight Yuri, your cardio it gets tested because he does so much crazy stuff. It pushes you even further than you usually go. So my prediction, I think, is going to be Yuri Prohaska, but I am not confident. I would not bet on it at all. I would never put any money on that fight because I am not confident in that. So take the third exit, Matt. I would not bet any money on that fight. If you want to put money on it, it's up to you, but I wouldn't put money on that. That is my prediction for UFC 327. We're currently going round the roundabout with loads of traffic. So, questions. What's your thoughts on RDR versus Costa 205? Bro, I think you said this before. Yeah, it needs to go around that way. This fight is not even happening, bro. Like RDR, is this happening? I don't think it's even happening. So I don't know. It'd be interesting. It's down to cardio and can he gone, man. He gone. Oh, wait a minute. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold a minute, mate. You hold on a minute. You're lucky I don't know how to remove people from here. I don't struggling to it. How does yeah. That's what happens when you put sausage in it. Anyway, yeah, you want to go left off here. So what was the question again? Paulo Costa, thoughts on RDR versus Costa at 205. It'd be an interesting fight. That'll come down to Paulo Costa's takedown defense, how good it is. That'll test his cardio. It'll be an interesting fight. I'll probably go with Paulo Costa because RDR's he's been a bit slack lately, so that's what I'd say. What's your favorite knockout of all time in UFC history? Yes, we'll get to that in a minute. That's the giveaway. They have to fought at November last year. Okay, did they? Can't remember that. Wait a minute, peeps. Yeah, he needs to come off here. Yeah. But yeah, so okay, it'd be a good fight if they were to rematch at 205. With RDR's latest performances, I'll probably go with Paulo Costa versus RDR.
Turn left and continue to follow A4303. Please turn left in a quarter of a mile.
Keep going straight. I wouldn't even listen to your thing. Your thing's on a mad thing because it still thinks that road's open. So just keep going straight. Prime JDS versus Prime Ubream. JDS with hair, Ubream with horse meat. I'll go with JDS. JDS has got better boxing than Ubream. Like in JDS's prime, he was dangerous, bro. He was the champ, mate. He was the champ. He was like the best. Beat Kane, knocked out Kane Velasquez. You know what I mean? One of the best. So I'll be going with JDS in that one. I think JDS would beat Ubream. I think he'd knock him out.
Yards on Church Street and
So you need to
turn
go
right.
you need to go right that way. Yeah, so I would go with JDS in that for sure. I think JDS will get the victory on that one for sure. Any more questions before I go into the giveaway? answer. Any more questions for me? Horse meat. Has anyone ever tasted horse meat in here? Anyone tasted horse meat? What's horse meat? Tasted horse meat before, Matt? Nah, my brother's not tasted. No one's tasted horse meat around here, so I don't even know. Don't know what horse meat tastes like. But I'd go JDS on that one. So keep going this way. Fedor or I don't know who's LSD. Oh, don't know who's that. Do you mean Alistair Overeem or something? I don't know who LSD is, bro.
Now turn left onto Church.
That sounds like some kick. Just keep going straight. That sounds like some kickboxer, bro. I don't know. I'm not too sure. Breastfeeds. Nah, I don't know who that is, bro.
Now turn right.
I'm not too sure who that is. Is he in the UFC? That guy who fought recently and won against Petrino. Prosthetic leg. Yeah, keep going straight, Matt. Fedor was a great fighter. Fedor was awesome, man. The Last Emperor, he was a brilliant fighter. Brilliant.
Now turn half
But,
right onto Gilmore.
you know what I mean? You can only be brilliant for so long before you get knocked out, I'm afraid. Like, these fighters need to know when to stop. That's the thing, when to stop. Don't keep fighting forever. You know when to stop. That's what you need to do.
Please turn
But yeah.
left, quarter of a mile.
So yeah. Let's get to the giveaway. Okay? Giveaway. So the question was, what was my... Oh, what about Henderson versus Ubri Prime versus Prime? That's a hard question because Ubreem, if you're talking about Ubreem with horse meat, he fought at heavyweight. Prime Henderson fought at middleweight. But he did go up to heavyweight to face Fedor. I think it's like 206 or something like that, 210.
Now turn left.
That's a hard one to do because they don't fight the same weight. So, but I would say if Hendo hits him with the right hand, he's going to sleep. I don't care who you are. You're going to sleep if you get hit by that right hand from Henderson. So that's if you got hit by that, it's over. I'll probably lean towards Henderson with the right hand. That right hand was just too much. It was way too much. Anderson might weight bully him, knee clinch. That too. It could do. But Henderson, he's never been knocked out that I can remember. He's never been knocked out. He's been wrestled, manhandled by like DC and that, but he's never been like knocked out. So I'll probably go with Henderson, to be honest. It says you got to keep going straight. Just keep going straight, Matt. Yeah. So as I said, so the question was, what was the greatest knockout of all time? In my opinion, we had loads of answers, loads and loads and loads of answers, loads and loads and loads. It was quite simple as well. I said to everybody, it's a historic knockout. It's historic. When I mean historic, listen to the words, listen to the wordplay. It's all in wordplay. It not means recent, it means something a bit older. Okay. So there's a bit of context around the knockout before I tell you what it is. So I had a favorite fighter. Here's my favorite fighter. He was fighting. Then he came to this fight. And I was saying to myself, I do not like this fight for this fighter. He was my favorite fighter. I go, he's gonna get knocked out. Cause this guy's a beast. Yeah. That's what I was thinking. In my head, I was like, this is when I used to invest a lot of emotions into watching mixed martial arts and UFC. So I was like, he's gonna go in this fight and he's gonna get knocked out. Because the guy he's fighting is on a tear. He's eating people. I didn't like it. But he went into the fight. And in the fight, astonishingly, he got the knockout. He knocked out the guy who I thought he was going to lose to. And he knocked out and won. Knocked him out and won. This person was... I said it was historic. No one got it. Once again, no one got the right answer. It was UFC 126. Anderson Silva versus Vitor Belfort. Front kick to the face. Yeah? Front kick to the face. A historic knockout. That was a historic knockout. As I said, historic was the word. And it was the front kick to the face. Crazy, crazy, crazy knockout. I thought Vitor was gonna kill Anderson. I ain't gonna lie to you, because I don't know. It might have been TRT Vitor. I don't know what it was at that point, but he was eating people. So I thought he'd beat Anderson, and Anderson hit with the front kick. It was just the reason why it was that one, because I like Anderson when he was on his crazy streak and he actually finished Vitor with a front kick. I couldn't believe it. Yeah. So that was it. That was it. So anyone right hand, anyone give right answer? No, no one gave the right answer. No, no one did. Who hit harder, Melvin Manhoff, Henderson, or Alex or Shane Carwin? Personally, I'll say Shane Carwin. He's a heavyweight. He's like 280 or something like that. He's a monster. He's a beast. If he hits you, you go to sleep. If he hits you, you go down. Same with Alex Pereira. But Shane Carwin you could block it and probably still knock you out. So I'll probably say Shane Carwin. Just keep going straight, Matt. Pound for pound. What, pound for pound right now? What, who's the best pound for pound right now? That's Islam, innit? I'll probably say Islam Makhachev, who's pound for pound right now, 2-weight division champ. So is Ilya. I'd say 1A, 1B. Our hardest hitting probably could be Melvin, but I'm just saying Shane heavier than Melvin, and he's a heavyweight, so that's probably why I'm gonna go Shane Carwin. So you know what I mean. Leon Edwards, Ben Curry, that is also, of course, that's a great knockout. That's up there. That's definitely up there. But that's definitely up there. But the Anderson knockout was something we've not really seen at the time. UFC 126, I've not seen a front kick to the face like that. No one's done it. Then after that, everyone started doing a front kick to the face. The same thing that happens all the time. As soon as one person gets a spectacular victory by a maneuver, everybody starts doing it. Everybody. Look at the point down. Everyone's doing the point down by Max Holloway. Everyone does it now. You see everyone do it, and they don't even do it right. They don't even do it right, bro. I mean, people doing the point down and going for a takedown. You're not even doing it right. So, yeah, that's why it was definitely Anderson versus Vitor Belfort, UFC 126. I mean, that was the answer. So let's do another one. Let's do another one. Trying to think. Paulo Costa versus DDP at 205. How could this play out? Because DDP has cardio, but Paulo in 205 against like Vitor, sneaky wheel kick. So you love Paulo Costa, don't you, bro? Kumar, you love Paulo Costa. Why do you like Paulo Costa so much? Yeah, I'll probably go Paulo Costa in that fight, to be honest, because I think his takedown defense is pretty good. And his striking's better than DDP's. Dricus. So I'll go Paulo Costa in that fight. I think Paulo Costa will do him. I think Dricus is probably going to go up to 205 too at some point, because he was mentioning go up to 205 to fight Alex Pereira. So I think that's what he'll probably do. But yeah, that's what I think will happen. There's a bit of traffic down here, but as soon as the traffic clears, man, straight going, mate. You know what I mean? The new question for this week. I'll give you that in a sec. But here's the mean guy, and I relate with that guy. Yeah, I like him too. I think he's funny. I like what he's doing nowadays, like the memes, and he's quite aggressive now. He talks a lot of trash as well in the press conferences. I like him. I think he's great. I like Paulo Costa too, so he's doing his thing. So the question for this week. Okay, I got a question for y'all. I got a question for you lot. Question for this week. Okay. Remember, get your answer to me by Tuesday, 11:59 p.m. GMT time. Yeah. Okay. So the question for this week. Okay. Wait a minute. Please make it easy. This one's going to be quite easy. All right. This is going to be quite easy one. But before I'll give you that, just give me a sec. Give me a sec. Give me a sec. Hold on. I ain't got a piss, mate. Where the hell are we, man? Hold on, peeps. Don't worry, I'm still here. I just have to look what's going on here. The thing is, we don't know. The thing is, you don't know when this happens. It could happen at any time. So it's like left early, it could be even worse. Yeah. So I think there's something happened on this road. But anyway, peeps. So the question for this week. So this week's giveaway. Also, to you lot, I'm going to be watching UFC 127 to 327. Oh yeah, you got to go straight. Yeah, there's something on Sunday. For me, it's live because it's on at 4 o'clock in the morning here in the UK. But I'm going to be watching it live on Sunday, so I'll be going live. So, the question for this week is: this is easy? Okay, this is easy. You better get this. What is, and don't, like I said, you know what you need to do. Go to the Bitman page, DM me there. Yeah, for your answer. What is my favorite women's fight of all time? Yeah, that's easy. There's only been a handful of like really good fights with the women, yeah? So the question is, what is my favorite women's fight of all time? Make sure you DM me your answer and your PayPal as well. Fabricio versus Jones at 265. Both of Lee in their own discipline and bad boxing. True. I think Vadim can tap him because even Vitor, of course. Very true. Very true. They're both boxing's not that good. It's all right. Vadim, if we talk, yeah, Vadim is probably the best jiu-jitsu guy at heavyweight. I'll give you that. But we're talking about John Jones here, bro. Like the GOAT. Like, how are you going to beat the GOAT? I don't know. I just don't see him losing. But he just should retire. I don't want him to fight anymore. I just want him to retire and not fight anymore because there's no point. Like, he's not gonna fight. Just call it quits, bro. Just call it quits. But yeah, so that's what's popping, peeps. There's your giveaway. There's your answers. On here now for like an hour. Huh? Yeah, it's got to go straight. But it says here it clears up after the traffic lights. Jones only take him down, Oatme, which Redoom takes favour and like. Yeah, but Jones could take him down and avoid the submission and just hold top position and start hitting him with elbows. That's probably what would happen. Like, but he could get the victory too. That is a good fight. That is definitely a good fight. Verdum could win that for sure. Verdum could definitely win that for sure. Literally after this traffic light, you should be calm. Any other questions for me? What about Mighty Mouse versus Mighty Mouse? I don't care. Anybody against Mighty Mouse loses. I don't care. Don't care. Mighty Mouse wins it. That's that. That is that. Mighty Mouse wins.
Those were the sickest wins. Thing they did it, that thing in the air.
Bro, just talking about when he beat I forgot his name, but
the
threw him in the air, threw him in the air, hit him with the armbar. Know what I mean? That's GOAT status. That's a GOAT right there, mate. GOAT, GOAT, GOAT. He's definitely a GOAT. You know what I mean? Definitely. And he deserves his Hall of Fame induction too. You know what I mean? Right, peeps. I'm out. Catch me on Sunday. I'm out, mate. I'm out.